Welcome to another episode of Vape Rendezvous, and today we have got a special guest right from United States, and it's laced up Vapes.
What's going on, baby? We got the merch on too, baby. Look at us over here looking fresh. Thanks for having me.
This guy, just to let you know, this guy is pretty hot right now, and he has got like above 10,000 subscribers. So, 10,000 people, when more than 10,000 people subscribe to your channel and watching your shit, you're doing something right. Yeah.
I don't know.
And like Eric, he has got his expertise on disposables and THCs also. You do THC?
THC products? Do you do those?
Who, me or Eric?
No, you.
Eric, we know. Eric, we know.
Yeah. Do you
Eric does all kind of
do you
stuff.
do the Delta 8, Delta 9, the cannabinoid stuff?
Off camera.
Oh, okay.
We keep it a little bit.
Something happened with the sound right there.
We lost
All right,
you.
can you hear me better?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Yeah.
There we go.
You took your headphones off.
You got me?
First off,
Yeah, my headset's lagging. Yeah, the Delta and the gummies and all those good things. Yeah, I had a little stint where I had a gummy time video. And then like I wouldn't really remember editing it too much. And then I think I'm wound up and wound up as it is. I don't really need to be doing the deltas too much. So I just kind of let that be, and I'll let you guys take over on that part.
No. It's not like that. Let's start with shout out. We have got Craig D. Welcome, Craig. We have got Eileen. Oh, that's a surprise. Eileen popped up. It's late over there. Now, we have got Ayan Patel. We have got Just Josh. We have got Hope Picconi. I don't know. He's, I think, from Laced channel.
Just Josh is already spending your channel list up. See that? He's promoting you.
Yeah.
Look at that.
We have got Billy Lee Rice. We have got Said Vape fan. Basically, we have got everyone. We have got Heath Chaudhary. Yeah, we have got Ric Flair.
Ric Flair. I love it.
Okay, so what up? What is going on? What should I call you, by the way? I know you by the name Laced Up Vape. What should I call you?
Yeah, just go with
Ryan.
Ryan works just fine.
Ryan the Snail King.
Ryan the Snail King. Yeah, I don't know where that came from. I just
all right, the king.
It's
okay,
on Instagram. It's the Snail King, right?
So how's your weekend, Ryan?
Weekend is I'll tell you what, I don't know what the weather is I don't know what's going on this winter here, but we completely missed winter altogether. We went from fall to summer. So 1 minute I put my skimps on, I'm walking around with some shorts on, maybe a little flip-flops if I want to feel real frisky. And now I'm back into like a parka and a hoodie. So we were just kind of laying low this weekend. My daughter's feeling a little sick, but other than that, I've got some more reviews I got to knock out. So the weekend's just started, baby. I've got some other stuff I just found in the car, whatever these things are. So we got to knock out some reviews for these folks and just chill with the wife.
Okay,
now, like
save
what
those
area
stuff.
of the
We have got a
country are
segment
you?
called Vape Bar, and he'll show us up everything, whatever you are vaping on right now this week.
Okay.
All right. So what about you, Vic? How's it going on?
Yeah, I had some good week. I pumped up a couple videos, a lot of shorts. And okay, let's see, Friday I popped out a short within 24 hours at 10K views. So yeah, that's doing quite well for me, right? It's now already almost at 12K views. So it's my first little tick video of a tornado with some trending music on there, and that worked quite well. Yesterday I had the live show with Savage Simon, and I got boozed up really bad. I probably did something I regret there on the show, but who cares? It's all about fun. So.
What about you,
Eric?
Good week here. I got some new pets. I got baby chickens.
Love it.
Me and my family decided to go and get chicks this year. So they got 6 of them, and for my nieces, and no, they got 8 of them, and then I got 6. So I'm gonna have those. I've already got 2 pet turkeys that I've had for around a year. So
Oh, I
now I'm
love
gonna
it.
add the chickens to them. So I'm gonna have my own little. Well, I mean, I have a farm. I live on a farm, but I haven't had many farm animals here for a few years now. So just gonna have a few chickens to have my own eggs, which will be nice because I love farm eggs. That's what I've always had in the past. So hello, Heaven.
Oh,
I,
that's some
I
love.
Hey,
I
don't
love
distract Eric,
I
Kevin.
love that you said that you
uh,
said that having the chickens and turkeys was like such a normal casual thing too. That's the best part about that. You know, just a couple
Yeah,
pet turkeys and a few chickens. That
oh,
is awesome. I love it.
yeah, it's
oh
pretty
yeah.
normal for Eric.
For Eric, it's like
Oh yeah. I mean,
he has like what is it? A mile before you see your next neighbor or something. Really
Almost.
far
uh,
away, right? So
it's about a quarter mile to my next neighbor's driveway, and then my place is. Oh, it's like a half mile in each direction, or no, like a half mile long or so. But so I'm out in the sticks for sure. And my folks used to raise cattle out here years ago, and then we've had everything you can imagine in the past. So me just having 2 turkeys was almost kind of like
Oh,
nothing.
you're
Yeah,
slacking. Okay, I gotcha.
So,
Okay.
so getting a few chickens is going to be pretty cool. Gives me something to do. I
Your
enjoy it.
credibility
So
came up just a little bit with the chickens. I gotcha. Nice.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I got to try and act more like a legit farmer, even though I'm not. But I do
Yeah.
live on a farm, so
Actually, Eric wants to farm weed, so that is,
Oh,
and he
nice.
has got some
yeah,
seeds already.
yeah. Well, a
So
company has sent
companies are
me
sending
some
him
some
weed
seeds.
seeds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
that would be
Yeah, I'm gonna
awesome. Then
try
you
that this
grow
year.
your own
Those should be
weed,
here anytime. So
and then you
Cool.
make your
Yeah.
own weed wax, and from that you can make your own THC liquid line.
yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. It says that these are THCA seeds.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. I know. That's
I don't
popular
know
here.
if you can just grow that and then just smoke the flower straight off that. I don't even know.
I'll
Um,
find out for you. Everyone, I don't know what the hell that is either. I thought it was TH. I don't. There's so many different things in these stores I go to now. I'll pop into a couple local stores and just kind of hang out and observe. It's just fun, and I'll see people come in and whatever the THCA is, you can't sell it on the shelves. They got to go in the back and make like a crazy deal or something like that. I'm like, what the hell was that? And
Now, whereabouts
but
are you?
I'm in Virginia, so I'm near North Carolina border, close.
Oh, okay.
How
So
far?
I'm in
How far
Indiana.
is it from Eric's place?
About 14 hours probably.
Yeah, I've got family in Norfolk, and
Nice. Yeah, we're right there. We're close
it's
to that.
yeah, it's about if you drive there, yeah, it's about 12, 14 hours. So
Yeah.
I've always flown, but
Yeah. I'm a
yeah,
driver, man. I'm a driver.
not super far. We're in the same time zone, both in Eastern time. So
Nice. Yeah, they
I'm on the very western edge of Eastern time.
okay. I know exactly.
Okay,
The
that's
but
great.
the THCA apparently is just like actual herb. I don't know what the difference is. To me, if it the names and the colors and the shapes and the sizes as it comes in, the whole effect at the end, does it feel good or does it not feel good? I don't care what it's called, right? As long as
Yeah.
it's coming from the natural part itself. But I think the THCA it's extremely popular here for sure.
Yeah, yeah, it seems to be here too. So, but apparently these seeds can just grow the THCA. So I'm gonna try
Oh,
them, and
nice.
we'll see. I was wanting to do a garden this year, anyways. So when I saw they had THCA seeds, I just mentioned it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll send you a few. So it'll
I
be cool.
I lived in Colorado for 3 years back in early 2009, 10, and 11. And I moved out there because I was going to be the new Cheech Chong. That was my whole drive. I was going to get out there before the push, start growing. And I did. I spent, I don't even know, thousands of dollars making like an indoor grow center. Grew beautifully. And I didn't know how like detailed a botanist you have to be about this stuff. You really
Oh
have
yeah,
to take care of it like a baby. You really do. And like,
Yeah.
you know, you've got to break it off and put it in different sections with different airflows and the watering. And I'm like, God damn, I just wanted to put a seed in the ground and see what it did for me. So
Yeah, you have to take care of the plant as soon as it grows. You have
oh
to
yeah,
cut out
I
the
was in there
branches.
every day.
Yeah.
And they and then by that time no one wanted my weed. Everyone else could get it everywhere else. So I was just sitting there with like a bushel of cannabis myself, and I was just like, well, I guess I don't have to buy any for the rest of the year.
Yeah,
And that was
but you could only be so depressed about the whole situation because
yeah,
you had.
yeah, yeah. But I was fine. So needless to say, we're back in Virginia. We're no longer out there. That part didn't work out too well.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
yeah, it's yeah, it kind of like all the musicians around here that all want to go to Nashville and cut it and then get there and then realize that there's all this competition because it's Nashville and everybody had the same idea. So
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
I know what you mean.
So it's kind of a United States THC reunion.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you
All
that.
right.
People here
All
are
right.
crazy stuff.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
from the Netherlands. For me, THC was legal like ever since I was
Yeah.
born. It's
Yeah.
normal.
Oh
We
yeah.
got THC, we got prostitution. It's normal.
Yeah, it's that's they care more about right now with the banning of the vape flavors and that's
Yeah.
what's becoming where you walk into with the stores, everyone's begging you to scan a code or something. I'm like, I don't think scanning a code is really going to prevent this from happening, but I'll scan it for you anyways. But yeah, they're coming for all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've there was I'm not sure how it's going, but there was a ban on it in Florida that was going. It was to the governor. The last I'd heard, they were waiting on DeSantis to decide on it,
Yeah.
and I think that the way that one was wrapped in the THC with the flavor ban, I
Yeah.
believe is how it
Yeah.
worked.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, which is, I hate how the government loves to do that on things. Take two things that aren't necessarily related and stuff them into the same bill.
Easier.
Uh,
Yeah.
because it just it's easier, but in the end it doesn't seem to make sense.
No, not at
So
all.
Okay.
but
This is better.
it's
This is better.
Fuck yes.
Captain
It is.
okay.
America.
Good call. Good call with that.
Okay.
That's an Indian Captain America helmet, I guess.
Captain America Vapes. All right. So my weekend. Oh, I don't know. Today morning I was feeling hungry, and being an Asian, I like spicy food. So I had some really spicy stuff in the morning. Empty stomach, and oh boy, it built up a lot of gas and acidity, and oh boy. So like 2 hours back, I told Eric, I'm not feeling all right, but I'll turn up somewhere.
You
Oh
made it
boy.
work. Nice. That's great. I love the honesty too. I love it.
yeah. I guess I didn't get that message because I didn't know about any of this. I woke up late and just kind of jumped on here. So
Same.
And don't worry,
well,
I'm
I'm
going to
glad you
change
made it,
this
man.
mask every 10 minutes.
Great. I can't wait to see what you have.
Yeah, I can't wait. Should I get my masks?
No, those are not masks. What Big has sex toys.
I've got myself in some trouble here.
No. You're absolutely
Maybe
fine.
let's start.
Okay, because I'm married. I've got 2 kids. Big
Yeah.
also. All right.
I'm
So-
not married, but she has 3 kids. It's
I'm married, no kids.
girlfriend. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you that is it's well put because right there what you said to I think one thing that makes my channel a little bit different is the way I carry myself on the videos, how I don't, I'll speak the way I speak. I'll say the things I say. I definitely say some risque things sometimes that just come naturally to me because that's just the way my mind goes. I have terrible ADHD. So I'm like, right there, I want to look at that dog. I don't know what dog that is, but I want to go pet it. Right. So I've got to zone it back in really quickly. So I think that's what makes my channel a little bit different. And I get called every different genre and thing under the sun in my comments, and it just doesn't bother me. And I think that makes people, someone will say something in a live video that maybe should make me upset, right? Or I have mods in there that want to kick him out. I'm like, don't kick him out yet. Let me see what's wrong with this guy. Let's talk for a minute.
Let us continue.
What's the hostility here? And then before you know it, then that person will message me and be like, Dave, I don't even vape, but I just came on your live and like, hey, you were pretty cool. And I was like, thanks. Don't talk to me that way. Nice. Let's chat like normal
No,
people.
like
So yeah.
if you like whatever shit we talk here. If you go to my channel and if you ever see, like, I've got 500 odd videos
Yeah.
and 56,000 subscribers. I have never said fuck once.
Yeah.
I don't do those.
Yeah, that's nice. Well said. There's been times where people have watched my video, and there's been a couple people, and that actually bothered me a little bit. To not in a hurtful way, but some person said, "If I'll never forget the comment that said, if you stop cursing, you would sound more intelligent." Word of advice, and I was like, why did that bother me so much? Rather than someone saying something hurtful, because sometimes I don't really realize that's just how I talk when I'm with my buddies, and I film as if I'm just hanging out with my buddies, right? I don't look
Yeah,
at it
yeah,
like that. So until
yeah,
I edit it, and I'm like, God damn, bro, you really let some things go this
yeah.
video.
But
So
on the other hand, the most popular vape reviewer in the world is famous for his F words.
yeah.
You're talking about Vape and Baugen. Vape and
Absolutely.
Baugen. Yeah, his video starts with, well, caution, I say fuck a lot. That's his intro.
But don't worry. Right now, my wife is watching this live. She keeps
Nice,
an
mine
eye.
too. Yeah, mine too.
Yeah,
She's at home.
yeah,
She's like, why
because
are you going in your
she
car again?
Oh, you'll hear
she
her later about wearing this
extremely
vest. You will
possessive
hear
and
her.
all that. So yeah.
The
All
kid is
right.
crying in the background. You can probably steal that from your kids, right?
All right. Okay. So what should we do? Let's do a little bit of news segment. Should we? Shall
You
we?
got something prepared, Eric?
Okay.
Let's
Sure.
discuss. All right.
Let's discuss. Let's play the bumper first, huh?
Yeah.
Shall we? And live from the United States, our anchorman, Eric Bagwell.
All right, guys. All right, one I just wanted to go over here real quick. This is just a little bit more, just another one from the United States, discussing a little bit more on some of the flavor bans. Right now, Utah became the fifth U.S. state with a PMTA registry law and the sixth with a flavored ban when Governor Spence Cox signed Bill SB 61 into law Wednesday. The law will take effect January 1st, 2025. The Utah bill, which easily passed both houses of the state legislature in February, adds further roadblocks to vaping consumers and businesses in a state with an already complicated set of vape product restrictions. The law will ban the sale of vape products and flavors other than tobacco and menthol, ban the sale of products which have not either received FDA marketing authorization or have pre-market tobacco applications. So basically, this is just more on just another state going with the PMTA restrictions, which essentially these registry bills are written and promoted by tobacco giants Altria Group and R.J. Reynolds, which have lost significant cigarette sales revenue due to unauthorized disposable vapes. It goes on to say the bill, its supporters say, will combat an epidemic of youth vaping in Utah. Utah already bans online vape purchases by private individuals and imposes nicotine strength limitations on products
I'm
sold in the
Batman.
state. Alabama, Louisiana, Oklahoma, and Wisconsin have also passed PMTA registry laws. California, Massachusetts, New Jersey, New York, and Rhode Island have banned the sale of most flavored vapes. So,
So
essentially,
I
kind of,
have a question because both of you guys are from United States. Do you think United States is also going in the way of Australia and India and all those countries? It's for
I'll
both
let you.
Ryan and Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll let you go first on that one, laced up.
I have no idea what you mean by that. What do you mean? What is Australia and them
Okay,
doing? What are
bring
they doing?
list up in the main screen.
Already on it.
Okay.
What are they going for? Australia and them. What do they have right now? What is it?
Okay, so in Australia, they have like imposed a ban. You cannot import anything, you cannot export anything, you cannot sell anything. All right. If
Yeah.
you do any one of these, you can go into prison for up to 7 years or hefty fines and all that. The only thing you can do is which they cannot stop you is you can use vaping for your personal usage
Okay.
or
If
those
you have a
prescription
prescription,
thing.
if you have a prescription from your doctor,
You really want me? Okay, let's tear this apart real quick. Let's go ahead and get into that. That's crazy. I mean, the thing is and I'm gonna go maybe off in a left direction. That's the way my brain works. Is I don't the thing about the United States is they don't care about us. They don't care about our health. All they do is they push big pharma. They want to see us obese. They want us to be diabetic. They want to push fast food restaurants on us. They want us to be as unhealthy as we could possibly be. So we are constantly on medication. So for them to ban menthol cigarettes, which they're doing, to ban vapes, it's a hidden agenda behind the screen, not just we're doing it for the kids. They don't care about that. They're just these things are basically produced and made. If I look at every single one of them, not from our country, most likely, and they're not. I'm from the tobacco state of the United States. Philip Morris, everything when it comes to
Yeah.
tobacco, they're losing profit. They're losing money. Kids aren't going that direction anymore. It's cool if you have a vape. It's stinky if you smoke a cigarette now. No one cares about that. So they are literally
Okay.
they're going and trending down. Cigarettes are becoming more expensive and less popular. Vapes are more obtainable, taste delicious, smell great. But the thing is now they're looking ridiculous, which I can see they're using that. So for them to make this law, to me, my mind works behind the curtain and saying it's coming from elsewhere. They're getting the taxes on it. They just need to tax it like crazy or something where our country's benefiting from it, but it's coming mostly from, I guess, China, from what I see.
Yeah.
So they don't want anything coming from that. So they're going to cut it off, so that's going to hurt them
everything comes
somehow.
from China. It's not only vapes.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Okay. So
Everything, you turn it around and you look at it, made in China.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
If
I
these
mean,
PMTA laws made it to where other U.S. manufacturers could make vapes that would be
Yeah.
affordable, that could get in on this, but right now it's just the tobacco giants that are
Yeah. Yeah.
able
They're
to
pissed.
obtain
but
these and to get their products, and those are
Yeah.
the Views vapes and
Yeah. The
what's the
blues.
other one? Yeah,
Yeah,
those little ones that are terrible that no one wants to use.
Yeah.
they
No.
get
Yeah.
So
confirmed immediately by the PMTA. Well, other companies, smaller
Yeah. Yeah.
companies, non-tobacco
but
companies, they
wha-
don't get a
a-
PMTA license, right?
no,
as
Yeah.
I think big cigarette companies like Philip Morris, sooner or later, they will come up with their own vapes.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what
They
they're doing.
have to.
They already
Yeah,
They
have.
they will.
have
That's what they're doing. They're preparing for that. Everything we're always a couple years, if not decades, behind of what's going on behind the scenes. So this has been going for a while. They're probably working on some type of cigarette looking thing that has something. But I mean, as it's saying, if it's going for the health direction, is it worse? I don't know. Everyone asks me, do you think it's worse than cigarettes? I don't know. I could, if I could tell you, I would. I mean, the effects from me personally feeling it, because I smoked for 12 years. I'm in my mid 30s. So I feel less terrible than I did when I was smoking cigarettes, but I still don't feel like I'm in the best of shape, right?
yeah,
But
yeah.
it's something going on behind. But to say that they're doing it for the kids, they're not doing it for anything but their pockets and the right pockets. That's all it is. I mean, they're just
right.
looking out for themselves.
Okay,
That's
so
how I see this country sometimes.
Ryan, you were also talking about menthol things, menthol cigarettes.
Yeah.
Do you
California, they got
think
rid of menthol
menthol
cigarettes.
cigarettes, menthol vapes, uh, it has got a bad effect?
No.
I mean, it has no, to me, not at all. To me, it's something like, like for me, okay, let's put it like this. Mint is kind of popular. If you go down south and you do things like the south, a mint julep, that's a drink, right? That's a southern type drink. It's a mint. So I'm kind of more in the area where people, if you have a natural tasty thing or you have a mint, I'm going to be more intrigued. Oh, I'd rather try the mint. That's just more of my culture and where I'm from is a southern thing, as I would rather have tea with mint than not, right? So if I see menthol, my eyes are automatically directed to that because oh, it must have a minty taste. So then you get
Yeah.
it, and then it's bold, right? You get a more flavor, and then you try a regular, a tobacco product, and you're like, well, that's not going to do it for me. So people that are culturally balanced in the South and things like that, or elsewhere that do like more bold flavors, that's what they're going to go with. But for the negative effects health wise, I don't know. I think I've heard it is worse for you, but I don't know why they're coming for it like that.
I mean, I remember when I was still smoking, and then I was sick, and the smoking was tasting very horrible. Then you
Yeah.
bought a package of mint cigarettes, and oh, I can taste something again, right? Because it's fresh.
Yeah. It's just it's definitely depending on where you are. If you go down to Texas, I don't see a bunch of cowboys buying menthol cigarettes. I just don't see that, right? They want Marlboro Reds, they want full flavored bodied cigarettes. So it really they target demographics in different areas. And now that they're taking away, I guess, menthol, I know they did it in California. I mean, people are just going to have to accept it, right? Or they're just going to do it illegally, like the prohibition days, and there's just going to be this huge, outrageous,
Yeah,
stuff that
betting
comes
doesn't
with it.
work. Betting doesn't work. It will just boost the black market and criminalize all the whole product. And the fucking mobsters are going to take over.
Yeah,
Simple.
I've heard something that they're already seeing an influx of black market vapes to Australia, just kind of preparing for what's happening there.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah.
so yeah, I mean, it's exactly like what happened in the U.S. with prohibition. Same thing is going to happen.
It's the
It's
same.
just going to create just a huge influx of crime is all they're going to
Yeah.
see in more unhealthy people. So
Yeah. I mean, it's to me, and again, it has nothing to me personally think to do with health. Because if that was the case, half these things wouldn't be on the shelves for us to get, or stuff that big pharma would push out. It's all about just putting money in their pocket. And just like you said, very soon, Philip Morris and all this stuff will be coming out with their
Marlboro
own
and
ones,
all
and
that.
we
Yeah,
will have
yeah,
to
yeah.
we'll have to accept that, and that's what it's going to be. So that's
Yeah,
what's going
yeah,
to be coming.
absolutely. And once these big cigarette brands come in, I'm sure government is going to support them.
Oh yeah,
And then
one
there
hundred
will be a
percent.
problem with big vape companies. That
Yes,
is
yes.
where the fun begins.
Yep, that's 100%. That's what's going to happen. You nailed it. That's what
Yeah.
I think
All
to a
right.
T.
All right. So let's pay a visit to Vape Bar, shall we?
No. There's one more news part.
Oh, one
For
more?
me.
Go ahead. Right.
I come across this article because Dimitri and in the Phil Bizarro Dimitri show, they mentioned it, and it came to my notice. And let me pull it up. I have here like the article. It's like the UE Commission gives green light to disposable e-cigarettes in Belgium. So basically what it says is, in a decision made public on Tuesday, 19 March, the European Commission announced its support for a Belgian bill to ban the sale of disposable electronic cigarettes in the country. At the end of December 2022, the Belgian government published so-called 2022 to 2028 Inter-Federal Strategy for Tobacco-Free Generation, whose main aim is to reduce the number of smokers aged 15 to 24 to 6% or less by 2028. To achieve this, the Belgian authorities have decided to ban the sale of disposable electronic cigarettes, also known as puffs. Mainly by the young people from 1st of January 2026. In order to comply with the European law, in particular tobacco products, Directive 2014-40 EU, Belgium needed to obtain the European Commission go-ahead to implement its new provision. So basically what they are doing is like banning the cigarettes from 2025. And actually France is also proposing this, and Poland as well. So basically what this will do if 3 European countries will get this ban going, they can make this European wide. So that will ban disposables in complete of Europe. And Germany, Poland and France are considering this as well. Also,
Mag ik je onderbreken? In Polen hebben ze accijnzen voor. Dus daar komt geld bij.
yeah. My wife just commented on it. In Poland, they're putting taxes on vapes.
Zo het geld stroomt.
Yeah, the money is running. So, yeah, that's what's happening in Europe, guys.
Yeah.
And some guys that use open systems are like, oh, it's just disposables. But if we look what's happening now in the UK, they started with disposables, and now they are taxing everything and coming after the flavor ban. So yeah, if you give them disposables, you give them one finger, they'll take the whole hand. That's what happening.
Basically, what is happening here, it's all about political power, geopolitics, and money. So eventually, what will happen is every government earns a shit ton of money from tobacco farms, cigarette companies. Like in India, ITC, India Tobacco Company, it is one of the largest cigarette making companies, and the government holds, I think, 50 or 60% of this company. So what will happen is down the lines in near future, all the cigarette companies will start making e-cigs. Okay, and then government will legalize, regulate, and support it, and that is when these vape companies will have problems.
I'm on the same page. I agree with that. Yeah, I agree.
They won't make shit. Come on, Philip Morris is not going to make a shit. Don't even think about it.
I'm telling you,
even think about it.
Philip Morris is 8 miles away from me. To put it in that perspective, the cigarettes at my nearest store are literally transported by a car could bring it to the nearest thing. So that's how close we are to it, right?
Absolutely.
So I agree. I agree with what you're saying, like literally 100%. So
yeah, if a company like Philip Morris or Wills comes up with a Nick Salt or a pot device, it will be something to look after. All right, no one has made. I mean, they have got shit ton of money. They have got so much money that they can buy all these big mod making companies at one go.
Yeah,
and everybody's just going to start using Juuls and Vape and Fuses.
They won't pass up on that opportunity either. It's not like, to me, it's not like they're doing this ban to just ban it and be like, we're done with it. No, they're banning it because they're going to come out with something. Because if they miss out, this is a whole market that they do not want to miss out on the market. So if they really want to, for the kids and the flavors and stuff, it's just bullshit. They're doing that so they can perfect some type of format.
Yes.
And then when that comes out, it's getting all backed up. So it's just, people sometimes don't look ahead. It's always ulterior motives.
But in India, vapes were banned because of teenagers.
That is the same excuse which is being used all over the world.
It's not because of the teenagers, but it's the selling point of the governments. They say it's because of the teenagers. But is it actually true? Or is it about...
I mean, see, it is... They have to show something. They have to show something in paper, like we are doing it for good. We are doing it for kids. There are some hidden reasons and agendas behind.
Well,
see, I'm telling you. Yeah, go ahead.
This one of the owners that, so I go to a store and, I go to multiple stores and I kind of, I don't really need to go. Companies send me things. I goes online with one of my guys I'm partners with. So I don't really need to buy any more vapes at stores, but I love supporting locals. I love going in there, meeting the culture. No one that runs a store is from the United States. So there's so many different personalities and religions and races that I get to meet. And I love interacting with that. That's what's fun to me. And I ended up going to one store and meeting one of these guys and, shooting the shit with them. And I don't know what he does, but he's definitely in control of a lot of stores and distributors and stuff. And he took a liking to me, and he's been actually going to court and getting involved in this stuff. And he pretty much told me, like, he said, you can tell everyone it's not hidden, but by the end of 2025, 6 months before 2025 is over, everything's done, every state. And then once 2025 hits, it's completely done. And I was like, damn, what are you gonna do with your shops? Like, what are you gonna sell? He's like, I'm gonna have to either close down or start selling weed. Like, I mean, that's the only way we're gonna make it here, right? Um, and there's just no other alternative. But I think that this guy has no reason to really fabricate it. He's just basically telling me he's about
Yeah,
to lose all
yeah,
his business, you know? So he
absolutely.
said, yeah, that's the stuff he's getting through the pipeline. And you know, it gave me kind of a little heads up because that would be the most credible source that I would have. But I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
you know, it sucks, but I'm gonna enjoy it. You know, we started the channel as it is. I can always transition to something, but hey, I'm gonna have fun while it's lasting. I don't know what other flavor I can possibly fucking try, but I will try it until stuff goes out because I've got everything in here from we'll do the segment where you can see what's in this car. Luckily I'm not at the house because that would scare you even more.
yeah.
Yeah, I've
Well,
seen your live shows.
it's scary for all of us. Uh, like I've got like 500 bottles of Nick salts with me. So yeah, but the thing is, it is kind of Facebook. I think vaping is going to go down in every country eventually. And once
Yeah,
this, as Ryan is saying, once the cigarette companies figure out how to do it, the vaping will come up again. Government will back it, and everything will be fine. And like Facebook, they like occupied everything. They took WhatsApp. They took everything, the Instagram and everything. So the same thing
yeah,
will happen.
yep, that's true.
So you bought your channel up. So what is the reason that you started your channel,
All
Ray?
right, so I'll do it. This is gonna be the last thing you're gonna expect me to say, and the day, well, 2 days before my channel started, my dad died. So my
Oh
dad died
boy.
of cancer almost, I think 2 days from now. So, and I'm not to get into a depressing thing, but so when I get upset or sad or things like that, I try to do something immediately to like make me happy or make other people
Okay.
happy, right? That's just my
Something out of the
personality.
box.
Yeah, I suffer with some mental health issues, and
Oh, I
I
do. I
that's
do
kind of
also.
yeah, that's kind of the way that I made myself like get, you know, seeing him in that state. I was like, let me go do something real quick to kind of just brighten my spirits up and see if I can make somebody else laugh, right? So I pretty much did that, and I was this is my second channel. I had a first channel that was doing very well with thousands of subscribers and a
Yeah,
million
like
views or whatever.
some funny videos and shorts. I saw some of your shorts were pretty funny, but it was not vape related.
Oh yeah, I'm doing a lot of those. I did
Yeah.
I like to because I don't when I'm off of camera. I mean, I don't mind this because we're having intelligent conversations and this is nice, right? But to talk about vapes with my buddies, my friends don't even vape, so there's no. I don't like to talk about vapes outside. I like to just be my random weird mid 30-year-old self, right? So
Midlife
I've
crisis
got the
ADHD.
yeah, I've got the personality where I can just kind of have fun doing whatever it is, but obviously I've gotten in the routine to where I feel comfortable explaining my definition of what a good vape should be. So that's what kind of made it fun. People were enjoying the true honest feedback, you know what I mean? And when I first started, I was watching some people and I was sitting there one night and I was like, God damn, I don't feel like any of these people are being honest. Like I'm looking at him and he seems like he hates it.
Yes.
You hate it.
Yes.
I just tried that one 2 days ago, and that almost made me throw up. There's no way you like that.
Yes.
So I was like, I need to get on
Very
this thing,
valid point.
and let's see if people like this. And then when I started posting the first couple weeks, I was still a little timid. And I remember the exact vape that I tried that I loved, but I knew I would be scared to say it was good. It was the Pink Bomb by Funky Republic TI 7000. That was the exact one. I loved it. I don't know why. I don't know why I loved it, but in the video, I was like, man, this is nasty. Oh, this is, and I loved it, right? And I was like, I'm never doing that again, right? Because that's why I started it. I didn't want to fall into the same thing people are doing. So I kind of just ran with that. And I'll tell you now that these companies are sending me stuff, I have a good relationship with Fogger. Obviously, shout out to Fogger. That's my favorite disposable of all time. And
Okay.
Spaceman and all that stuff and Oxbar, like we talk on a weekly basis. And they know that if I don't like it, I'm going to say terrible things about what I don't like about it, right? I mean, Oxbar came out with the Magic Maze that looks like a box, and the first thing I said is this is a great flavor, but I hate the way it looks, right? I just don't like it. And there's companies that are sending me papers now to like read off of a script, right? And I'm like,
Yeah, they
oh,
do. They do.
that's why those
They
people
do.
were doing that. And then I'm like, okay, you were gonna pay me a minute ago because I'm starting to get compensated for some of the reviews, right? It took me it took me a little while to build the confidence to say, hey, I'm not doing this for free anymore. I'm not doing it for free. I've got those
Absolutely.
flavors. I don't want a blue raz and a watermelon ice that bad from a company I've never heard of, right? So it took me a while to really get comfortable. And now that it is what it is, and once they send me the script, I'm just like, no, as long as if I don't like it, I don't like it. So
Yeah,
I
it's
built it up
it's
from there.
it's same for most of us. Like I had a fight with MNK bars. I told
Hmm.
them, F off. I don't need your product.
Yeah,
I told them, if I
yeah,
don't like it, I don't like it. And uh, we get collab emails and things. It's easier for you to get it in United States.
yeah,
In other countries, it's a bit tough.
yeah,
But we do get it. But
yeah.
like all three of us, we are pretty like if I don't like a couple of shows earlier, I bashed a company like Inakid very badly.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
Inakid is huge.
Oh yeah, they're huge. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't give
They're
a damn
massive.
because Inakid doesn't pay me. I buy my
There you go.
stuff
There you
off.
go. That's the way it
Yeah,
is with
so
Geek Bar with me. Geek Bar is the same way. I've done every Geek Bar pulse. Here's the thing, real quick. Let me not forget to say this. In the United States right now, and Eric, I don't know if it is where you are. Geek Bar Pulse is and Raz TN 9000. That's it. That's what everyone
Yep.
wants. They're like cattle. They walk into the
Same thing.
store and then there's like Geek Bar, and I'm like, hey, well, have you looked at any of these over here? I can tell you every flavor that if I'm in a store and anyone's like, man, what should I get? I'm like, look, guys, I do vape reviews. I was like, don't sound like that. What flavors do you like? And I'm trying to help them, but it's just Geek Bar everything. And
Yeah.
they're terrible. I mean, the flavors are good, but just the product is bad. So I've done every Geek Bar imaginable, and I'm just very honest about it. I even put scammed on a caption about a month ago. I did a Geek Bar review, and I put scammed on it because they
I
were
saw
ripping you
that.
off. Yeah,
I
yeah,
saw that. I
yeah.
saw that. And
They're
like,
always
see,
pulling
if
something.
we are talking about disposables, the only company I find is continuously at that good level, coming up with good design, good liquid, good flavor, and continuing with the quality that is Elf Bar. No doubt about it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Elf Bar, whatever they comes
And
up with.
I also like the flavors of SKE Crystal. You know this flavor, this brand.
Yeah,
I've heard of it.
Crystal is
I've had some people ask me to do it, but I haven't had that one yet.
yeah, Crystal is
Oh,
a new company, but
SKE is
people
Crystal.
are going
Also,
crazy recently.
it's from Malaysia or Indonesia or something. I think I'm not sure.
See, I what I found out is hold on, I dropped something. Okay. What I found out is we think that most of these things are made in China,
Yeah,
but I think you guys are wrong. The
yeah,
thing
I think
is
so
here,
too. I think so too.
yeah, things are made in China. Listen to me this very carefully because they have got resources which are very cheap and they
Yeah,
have
yeah,
got technology and they can make weird stuff. That is
Yes,
why
they
that are
can.
made in China. But I can guarantee you this 80% of disposables are being made by some sheikh from Dubai. Okay, the
yeah.
money
Okay.
is pouring in from Dubai. So
Yeah,
Right.
one uh, distributor, one
The design
I
in
should not
Dubai.
name it. Let's name it. The I think. So I was in conversation with them. All of a sudden, they told me, "Are you a distributor?" I said, "No." Like if
yeah,
and he then she said, like we have designs you can choose, and we will put your label on this. You choose the liquids and flavors, and these are your brand. You can sell it.
yeah,
Yeah,
And
make the bank bar.
sheikhs,
Bank bar.
sh- no, there are millions. Yeah, there are millions, and sheikhs has shit ton of money. Like $1 million, $2 million is like
Yeah,
peanuts
yeah,
for
yeah.
them. So, like most of these are owned by Dubai people. I guarantee
Mhm.
you that.
I'm sure it is too. Yeah,
Oh
why
yeah.
wouldn't they have
Yeah,
their fingers in it too? It makes sense.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah,
you were
They
talking
love their
about those.
liquids. They
China, but
love
it's
their
also
oils. They
good
no.
to
Yeah.
They
You're
be.
talking
always
about
love
those.
semi-liquid things. They love their oils. Now they love their liquids.
Hmm.
Yeah, those
And
geek
China
bars are
also.
huge here. That's
China came out with Corona, and they came out with disposables.
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, every vape store I go into, the first thing I ask them is like, "What are you selling right now?" And they all just kind of laugh and just point at just a huge stack of geek bars.
Yeah, that's it. That's
And
Yeah.
crazy.
it's
Why
like
Geek
Geek
Bar
bar is
is
the
like
horror
so
of
mad? People are so
disposables.
mad.
well,
The
it's
geek
just
bar
the
is the
It is a
horror of
price
disposable.
and
disposable.
the price of them. They're selling for well, they advertise 15,000 puffs, and a lot of places you can get them for like two of them for like two for $30, or maybe even cheaper than that. So they're super inexpensive,
Yeah. Wow.
and so everybody's just going for them. And now I just got this last one that I reviewed, this Faucet bar. This one
Well,
to me looks like the exact same
yeah, it
case
is.
as a Geek bar.
Yeah, Death Row
It
Vapes has the same thing.
even says Pulse on the bottom,
Oh, what the
just like one
fuck?
of those. The screen's the same,
Yeah, yeah.
so looks exactly like a Geek bar. But this one they advertised 20,000 puffs.
And
Um, although it seems identical to me, I don't know if it's just an advertising thing. I don't know if that there's actually any more fluid in it.
yeah,
But tastes just like Geek Bar liquid.
that's
And
crazy.
to me,
Yeah.
it's I really don't think that the Geek Bars taste all that good. I've only tried a couple of them,
Listen,
but it
they
just
are.
tastes like cheap liquid to
It's
me.
it's the owner. It's the owner. Two different owners, and where they made it from, they have got like let's say 10,000 designs ready with
Mhm.
like
Mhm.
5,000 flavors. So one owner comes in. I need this 10 design and this 10 flavors, and this is
Yeah,
my logo.
yeah,
And
absolutely.
you put your money. That's yours. That's Geek Bar. It happens like that. It's pretty easy.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. The the one you just showed, Eric, if you go back to like maybe 2 weeks ago, I did a review on Death Row Vapes. They
Oh
sent me their
boy,
new DR.
Oh,
It's
from
the same
Snoop
thing. It's the
Dogg,
same thing.
the
So
Snoop Doggy.
the
yeah,
Dio
Snoop Dogg.
Double
They
G.
you know, it was oh my god, that's actually great. I did that video, and that's one that I messaged. I messaged them and said, "Hey, holy shit! I see this. They had that big convention center last month, and I was like, oh my god, that looks just like a Geek Bar. I got to try that because they sent me stuff a long time ago, and I hated it. Actually, I'm surprised they even messaged me back. And they're like, we got you. One day, I'm not kidding you. One day, I opened it up, and I'm like, actually, I've given them all away, so I'm gonna show you they weren't that good, but um." I opened up. I was like, "Oh my god, that's a Geek Bar." It was delightful, but I said some weird things in that video where they messaged me and said that was a great video. We appreciate it, but is there any way you could edit out between like 48 seconds and 54 seconds? And I was like, I was like, look, I would have to take it down and do it. They're like, oh, okay. It's all good. Just leave it up. And I was like, damn, what did I say? And I went back to it. I was like, oh, okay, okay. I gotta watch that when some people are
What
like
did you
paying me.
say though?
I said, I know exactly what I said actually. I was said, wow, shout out to Snoop Dogg, West Coast, Long Beach, Death Row Records, Doggy Pound. I'm getting pounded in the throat right now. And I said, I said, I'm getting pounded in the throat right now by this flavor. And I was like, don't say get pounded in the throat. And then I was like, well, that's too late. I kind of went with it now. And I could have edited it when I went back and did it. I was like, no, fuck it. I think that's kind of funny.
But
So
that's a great line though.
no,
Snoop
no, it
Dogg
is.
would love it.
I can do
They
that,
would
but
sell.
sometimes like companies aren't some people that don't you got to think like if you that's why all these people are reaching out now and said please all I say is please watch my videos, pick any couple that you want and then I give honest feedback. So if you don't watch him, that's your fault. That's your fault
Yeah.
that you didn't say it because it's not like I'm like you're a terrible company. I'm just going to be honest to the people, and then that's why they've preferred listening to my feedback more. And it's and I've helped a few. There's been two other Mac Mania Vapes. He's a subscriber he was a follower, messaged me on Instagram, and now he's doing his own YouTube channel. It's got like 600 people on there.
Who is that guy
That's him.
who does the disposable reviews? from a car, but he has got like
Yeah.
100, 200,
Oh, the
400
young
sub.
dude with the curly hair. The young dude with the
Yeah,
curly
Mac.
hair.
Yeah, it's that's Mac Mania Vapes. That's the same. He was the
Daniel
follower.
Mac.
Yeah, Mac. Yeah, Mac. His name is Ty, but he's in Pennsylvania. He's the guy that I've been like connecting with the whole time. Like,
He's about like 21 or so, right? He's pretty young.
yeah, he's I think
Yeah.
he's like 10 years younger than I am, and but it got annoying. He would always message me and he'd be like, "Man, where do you get those?" I'm like, "Here's the website, and if you want to talk more, give me a call. I'm not sitting here going back and forth on Instagram." And he was like, "Oh wow, okay." So sure enough, we linked
Absolutely.
up like that. So I just
Absolutely.
if I can judge a pretty good character and see if like, if I would like to talk to them in person or not, And after watching your stuff and your live from the previous week, I said, yeah, I think I can hop on there. I don't think it's going to be too bad.
Yeah, like we like if we don't need to, we don't bring out guests. Like if you
Yeah.
see the list of guests, we had Birdman and we had Legion's Lair. These are the
Yeah.
legends.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we thought you are a pretty interesting guy.
Thanks.
So yeah,
I,
why not?
I'm a pure ADHD myself. I recognize myself in you
Can't
when
you?
I watch your videos.
I think you said that in a comment. I think you said that in a comment too. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
got a
and
real-
when you are talking about mental health, I suffer from a lot of things: OCD,
Yeah.
panic disorder, anxiety disorder, and
Yeah.
clinical depression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They found out so I'm 34 now. I didn't get diagnosed. I took no medication, no went to no doctors until 2019. And I kind of had like a somewhat of a episode, I guess you would say. And then when I went in there, they're like, "Holy shit, dude! Like you haven't come to talk to anyone about any of these things you've gone through." And I'm like, "Nah, no, I'm fine." They're like, "No, you're not. You are literally bipolar, like the definition of what bipolar is, and you have manic depression like terribly bad." And I was like, "Oh, so that's why." That's what that feels like sometimes. And they're like, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. I thought it was just a little off. And they're like, no. So that's helped me kind of get things back to the even keel, I guess you would say.
You're getting
All
a
right.
compliment there. Look in the screen.
Yeah.
What is
From
it?
anyone see. Lay stuff comes out with some funny one-liners and they just pop out of rhythm.
Oh, yeah,
Funny guys to watch.
Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea. I can't. That's why I like doing the lives a little more. I think a lot of people when I was like doing the live on that, and I was like, you know what? I think maybe some people think I just edit this stuff because I don't know what I'm talking about. I was like, let me just go in here and chat with these folks. And to me, that's easier than doing some of these short videos sometimes. I'd just rather get on there and talk. But the trolls are getting real. That's for sure.
Oh, don't worry about it. I get 50 comments, disgusting comments.
Yeah.
And when I get absolutely pissed off, I block them. And when I get absolutely pissed off, I hit them back. I don't give a shit.
I get a lot of these guys that are like, breathe air. You know?
Breathe air, yeah.
When a person breathes air,
That is-
one of my last comments.
That's
When a
common.
person
No, they
breathes air,
target your family. They even target your family. I get a
No,
lot of comments.
I'm telling you, right before I got on here, and I mean this, I was walking out of the door. My guy that runs Backseat Vape, he messaged me and said, "Look at this video," and I clicked it, and it was a someone on my live video that called me a pedophile. And I said, okay, I've got to look at this because that's too far. If you start crossing that line, like that's gonna, you can call me whatever you want and stuff, but don't so
listen to those things.
Yeah, and I clicked it and I was like, okay, so I'm listening to 2 or 3 of his. He took a snippet or something of my video, and he was like, he said something along the lines like, oh, I've been making fake profiles and messaging you as underage girls, which is false. I don't talk to anyone like that. So I said, okay, well, that's too far. I called Matt, who does the website for me, and I said, what should I do? Because these are the things where I lose it a little bit. And then I might go and do something extreme. So I called and he's like, just let it go. And I said, okay, because you're going too far when you say stuff like that.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Let's pay a visit to Vape Bar and then we'll continue our.
Yeah, you'll be up first, Lay Stop. I'll be up first. So get ready. Where's the bumper? Here we go. The Vape Bar is very short.
But what am I doing here? Tell me. I'll do it real quick. What is it?
Show what you have for vapes
Oh,
in your car.
Yes.
Show them all.
Yes.
I'm trying to make sure the sun doesn't hit you. I wish I was sitting in my man cave. Oh, you're in
No,
big
it's
trouble.
okay. Absolutely. We
So
can
we're
see
gonna
you.
hit you with so right now, oh man, you got
Me
so many fun
smash.
things to show you. So right now, currently, I've gone through a phase where I'm like, people always ask me, what's my favorite flavor? I can't remember. I can't. There's so many vapes that I've tried. So I'm like, I'm gonna do my favorite vape of the month, right? Because I can remember. So I've been puffing on some puppies and I was walking late one night and I said, I think this is my favorite flavor and favorite vape. So this is what I've come to the conclusion of is, let me turn it this way. Blueberry mint fogger is my favorite flavor, my favorite vape. Why? I don't know. I don't like blueberries and I don't like mints that much. I have just found out that this right here is the most vapeable flavor for me every day, right? That's what I've been looking for. I like these strong, crazy flavors like, pink burst and all these crazy flavors, but I get tired of it after a while, right? I'm always like, okay, I'm tired of that sweet, saturated flavor. It just does everything I want. It gives me that little bite of that little mint thing, gives me that cute little blueberry fresh from the grocery store. So that's what I'm banging out with. That's my favorite one. Now, Vihos, these little puppies, I've got 10 of them I have to review. Viho's huge here. Eric, I don't know if it is where you are, but
I haven't seen
Viho
it.
has become. You haven't seen it? Oh, go on.
No.
So this is the second edition. So this is the 20K. The 20Ks and the 15Ks and the 10Ks, that's what pisses me off more than anything. I have probably hit this thing 800 times and it's on 20%. So that's what makes me mad. But the flavors with Viho are great. How about I just do this and show you guys this? So here's the ones that are in my seat. Right, here's the ones
That
that are in my
looks
seat.
cool.
Now that's
So
a
I've
pro
got
vapor right there.
Yeah, we'll do this. I mean, these are the ones in the car for my reviews. I had an Uno game I was doing the other night. But right now what we're really digging are, and I don't know if you've seen these two, Eric, but these I did a video on it and I didn't like it at first. Oh no, stupid selfie stick. Are these Chris Brown vapes? So they're all these
Oh, that
popular
looks
Chris
good.
Brown, no.
all these
Chris
little
Brown?
popular yeah, Chris Brown. He's actually close to where I live. He was like he went to the same high school as my cousin. So the
Okay.
super cheap quality. I mean, if I put a nice little pressure
Yeah,
on that,
yeah,
that's popping off. So super cheap,
yeah.
but it does wirelessly charge, which is kind of cool. Super scratchy, so I hate that. I'm so nitpicky, just like you guys would be about things, right? Well, I don't want
Yeah,
to
yeah,
vape that
yeah.
scratch to hell, but the flavor got pretty damn good, and it's lasting somewhat true to form. It's got these weird little angel wings on it. But that's something that I think all these different artists and rappers and famous people are coming out with vapes. I think that's the best one that I've seen so far. All right, here's an interesting little guy. I had this out. So this one's called Clickmate, and it's by Days, I think. So that's where you pop the little things out here,
Oh,
and then
that's
they give you the little
nice.
pod juices,
Ah.
and you pop it in.
Ah.
Terrible flavor.
Yeah,
Terrible
that's
flavor.
brilliant.
Yeah,
So you
I
keep
hated the flavors.
going. It's
The
nice.
flavors were terrible, but I mean, I was honest about the review. I mean, like they gave me Shakira grape. I don't know where I put it, but Shakira grape, so you can switch out all the flavors. Now that's awesome. I just feel like sometimes whenever you condense juice into something in a small form, like a pen or like 2 mils to 5 mils, it's like it doesn't have that. You need a mesh coil, like a 0.8 or a 0.1 mesh coil to get a good flavor from it. And I don't know what this has. I can't remember. But the idea of that is what I think Philip Morris or a place would do, right? They would do something like this, where you would go to the store and you would pick your cartridges, right? This would be like your customization thing. You would put like stickers and have it modded. If you want, I'm a Kansas City Chiefs football fan. If I wanted to get one like this, I would have, my Kansas City one or my soccer team or whatever. And you'd go to the
Yeah,
store and you
like
would buy
EIO
these.
style disposables.
Yeah, and you would have your style, so it would be your own customization. I'm so smart. It would be your own customization thing, and that's what you would be buying from the store are these things, and then you can get better versions and shit. But that's a really cool idea they came out with, but the flavors are terrible, to be honest with you. But that one, and then Snoopy Smoke. This company is the one that sponsored me last. They sent me 30 shirts and all these hoodies and all types of stuff. Sorry for the sun.
Dang.
And so they sent me this thing. Now, this is a weird one, and I've already sent out. I kept 20 for myself. I already did a review of 5 of them the other day, and I've got a
Send a
lot more.
review.
What's
With
that?
the 2 juice compartments. Yeah.
Yeah, this one's got so it's got this little guy, right? You can pop the top off. No adjustable airflow, which I always say that on my videos. And then you get this little guy. So if you run out of this puppy, this is the only weird thing I like about this is this part. So you got this. I'm gonna lose that, right? Because I knock it off in my pocket. So that's a terrible idea. I told
So
him
what
that
is
in
that?
the
You can open the drip tip?
yeah, no, so it's 2 tanks. You get 18 mils and 18 mils, right? So and then once
Okay.
this guy runs out, you just put the top over here. But I find myself fiddling with this all day long.
Oh.
I just want to play with the
Yeah.
top, right? Don't give me little dickies to take off. I'm gonna
Yeah,
lose it.
he goes
If
calling
you
it
give me
Yeah.
yeah, if
he
you give me
calls it the
something I
thing
can
comes back.
remove, I'm gonna lose it. And they give you 2 of them, and I've already lost those.
But
So I'm like,
you
okay,
can take both of them out and just suck
yeah.
the whole
So
thing, right?
there you go. So if the apocalypse happens, you're still ripping. So I've been
That's what
walking
I had
around
to
with
Flavor.
do on
How's the
mine because
flavor
I
though?
lost both of the tips on mine.
yeah, you can't do that. And I told them in the conversation, I was like, that's a terrible idea. And they said, thank you. I was like, make it more like a latch or just don't do that. I mean,
Yeah, that you
sometimes you
move
can
it. That you
Yeah.
move the dip tip. It's connected to it, and it's on the
Ooh.
slider.
Oh, a little slide. That's a fucking good idea. And then
Yeah.
it reveals but again, or just don't do it. I mean, it is really cool, but it's like every company wants to do something so different than someone else. But dude, if I told in my video, if you gave me a black cube that said watermelon on it and it didn't look like anything and it tasted great, I don't give a shit. That sounds fantastic. I don't need all these colors. But that's the part where I feel like they can say, oh, it's attracting kids type thing because of all this. Yeah, they're going to use that style, but really, I don't need all these colors. I don't need it to light up my whole room either. Oh, here's another
I
cool one
don't
I
Oh,
showed the other
understand.
day.
Sorry
yeah.
to cut you off,
I
but
don't
I
like the
don't
ones that have the.
understand that this design and color is like lowering the kids because cigarette has got no color. How
Yeah.
come they're smoking cigarette?
Sure. I don't know. I mean, honestly, anything's. I'll go to if I was 5 years old and I went to a Harley Davidson, I'm gonna want a motorcycle. I mean, everything's intriguing to kids, right? And
Yeah.
I walk into a grocery store and I'm surrounded by people. NASCAR starting. Settle down with NASCAR. And all these fucking 24 packs are stacked to the ceiling. When I walk in, I want to know what that is. So I mean, it's just pick your poison with these people, right? So then
Yeah.
you got this little guy that's touchscreen. Oh god damn it. Hold on, let me flip this thing. All right, so you got a touchscreen guy.
Oh, this looks high end.
Yeah,
Oh, right.
it is actually pretty good. So you touch it and you slide it. Hold on, I'm trying
Oh
to do it
boy.
backwards while holding the phone, and then you can go through your settings like light,
Oh
smooth,
boy.
and light.
What
I mean,
company is it?
Rad Beats.
Okay. How does it vape? The flavor, is it good?
Not too bad, actually. They sent me 10 of them, and I kind of want to. Anytime something's cool and new, I want to hate it for some reason. I don't know
What
why.
is that flavor? Strawberry ice?
This one's cherry. This one's cherry lemon. I did a review. I did like 6 of them in one review. I'm gonna put that out. I'll put that out maybe today. This one's cherry lemon. It's okay. It's not my favorite. I would never vape this, but they have they have a couple other flavors that are actually very very good. But it's and here's the thing is what I experienced since I had 10 of them, it's cool. So I can see which one is going to go wrong. And sure enough, there was one that just wouldn't turn off. It would just keep turning back on and on and on when I wasn't touching it because it's a new type of thing, but it pulls pretty well. And being able to change the selection is
Yeah.
pretty sick.
Yeah,
Let's see, we got 2 more. Well, we got a lot more, but let's do
But
these
it
2.
seems senseless to put so much technology in something you throw away when you're done with it.
I know, isn't that no, it does. It does.
Yeah.
And I think that's to me, I think I don't look at it that way because it's just so popular here where it's like, but now what they're doing is every time it's got more puffs, they charge more money, which is bullshit. So like if you go into the store and you're like, hey, how much is that one? They're like, oh, it's 10,000 puffs, so it's 20. I'm like, well, how much is the 12,000? Oh, that's 21. I'm like, you're stupid. I was like, these things, and now you're talking to someone that vapes them all. I was like, that gives you 600 puffs, buddy. It doesn't really give you much more.
Oh, is
No,
that a Vozol?
yeah, it's a Vazul. This is called the Vista 16 or 16K, and you change the wattage by spinning this little dialy thing.
Do you know that Vozol is famous for Nick salts?
Yeah, I talk to them literally on a 2 to 3 time weekly basis. Whoever I'm talking to, wherever country she's from, we love each other. She's my favorite. We talk each other. If I want an extra one sent out, she'll send it to me. If I'm saying, hey, I like this person, can you send? They'll send it to them. So, and they sent me all these, and I didn't like any of them. And I posted the review. You can watch it. It was from a couple weeks ago. I did 2 flavors, and I was just like, it's terrible. And I posted another one a couple days ago, and I said it was terrible. So she messaged me. I tagged him in it on Instagram and said, I'm sorry. She goes, no, it's fine. We appreciate your feedback. So that's what I like. So yeah, you got the little spinny wheel, but it's tight as hell, dude. There's no adjustable airflow at all. You got to give people a little bit of adjustable airflow. Now, lastly, because I've got more, but I mean, these are just really the coolest one. Here's Geek Bar's new one is the blush, right? So this is the new Geek Bar
Oh, the green
thing.
desert. I saw a different one of those. The white something. The white something.
Yeah,
you
the
did
white
them.
fusion. No, so this one I haven't even done it. Sometimes, weirdly enough, when flavors are really good, I don't do a video on it. I don't know why. Sometimes I get excited and I open it and puff it, and then I'm just like, I don't really feel like doing a video. So this one I haven't done yet. I might, but you've got the adjustable airflow, right? So you got that guy down here, and then you've got you can see that from the other side of the room, so you know which one you're grabbing. But
Lush green desert.
Here's my zonk on it is when you turn it on, you see how they've got the little lines like horizontally. When you start
Yeah.
running low on juice, the thing is so goddamn tiny. I can't see if I'm 1 bar or 2 bar or 3 bars, but it's okay. Just hit it another 100 times and 6 more bars are going to drop. So it's not going to give you anything close to it. And they're just getting so big now. It's got a lanyard on it. Could you imagine doing that? I can't. I can't.
Yeah.
Now, if I was at a dance club or like a music festival or at like a pony race, I might walk around. No, actually, fuck that. That looks cool. Walk around the green desert right there. That actually looks sick. I'll do that. It says great. Now that maybe I'll take that back.
If
That's a
somebody
really
tries to shoot you, he will have something to catch the bullet. Yeah.
yeah, right. So yeah, it's Geek Bar. There's a couple more that I might get, but I'm over that. Lastly is the 50 bar. This one's from the United States. Settle down with that American flag barking at. Look at that. Built
Oh
in the
yeah,
USA.
I've
pretty
seen
good.
those.
Built in the
Yeah.
USA, and they go. So everyone is always in there saying, I've done all of these. I think I just if I don't like them and I don't see myself vaping them, then one of my friends or someone that I associate with I'll give them to them. I just don't want to waste it, right? I used to want to have the biggest display. I don't care anymore. I like all these are not going to be with me probably by the end of the week, so those will be in somebody else's hands.
You
But
also have an open system in your car, right?
oh, what?
You're gonna move to open system soon in your reviews.
Yeah, we got to do that. I'm scared to do that. No, I'm not. They've sent me whatever this thing is. They've got what I don't know anything about this blank bar, whatever that is.
Oh, the blink bar. Yeah, I saw reviews on that. Yeah.
Blink Bar Plus, and then they sent me all different types of blink like
flavors.
juice and stuff. So now now I've got all this juice and all these vapes, and people are like, "That's so cool," and I'm like, "Yeah, it is to the people that are viewing it, but not to like. I don't look at all these vapes and be like, man, I've made it. I've made it now. This is exactly where I want it to be. I look at it more now of like, well, now I can help someone out and give them something because I'm just not going to use it. So
That is
this one,
very
50 bar is the only one that I guess everyone says I love 50 bar. It's okay. It's okay. I think people try to like it so much because it's from the US and they're like, I love it. They do have fantastic dessert flavors. Like this one's the blueberry super strudel.
Oh,
They had one. They
From
had one
Germany.
called. They had one called Milky Loops, which is literally identical to Fruit Loops. I mean, spot on with the milk and everything. It was pretty terrifying. I
how is
lost
their
it after like a
menthols?
second. I don't even think I dabbled with the menthols. I think I've done like the Pacific Cooler and the pink squares and then all the dessert ones. So I don't know for certain.
Well,
Yeah, they sometimes
they,
come out with weird names. I one time saw a juice called Mother's Milk.
oh, I would love to vape that.
I'd be afraid to vape that.
So look, and then you can literally just pop this thing off like nobody's bit. Like you can literally just, I don't know why they make it so easy, but everyone that does the vape thing, and it's just got a little baby, it's only 4,400 puffs or something. But everyone in the comments was like, "Can you refill it? Can you do a ref? Can you?" I'm like, "Why? Or just buy a refill." I don't know why people want to refill things so much. But if I ever wanted to tell anyone that's watching, this seems to be a refillable one because you just pop it off and put yours in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's the awkward thing. They want to refill disposables, recharge them, even if they're not designed for that. You see those videos online, but just if you want to refill something, buy an open system, get some
Yeah,
Nixels.
exactly. Yeah, I think some people are they're trying to save some extra pennies, which I get. It's just if I don't know the questions that if people ask me, how long does it last? I don't know. I don't vape them all the way through, so I can't tell you. I can tell you how long the battery lasts, and I can tell you how sweet it is, and give you a description, but I can't tell you how long they last. But 50 bar for dessert wise, that is by far, hold none, the best dessert flavored vapes you can possibly get.
Brilliant. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's it for Ryan. Now,
Yeah.
next, Big.
Next, you
No,
pass
Eric.
it on to someone. You have to
You pass it on. You pass it on, Ryan.
Who's next, Ryan?
Oh, we're going over to good old Vape and Big. Tell me what you got going on, baby. Show me all the. I know you've
Oh
been.
boy, it'll be a
I've
long
been
list.
seeing you blow clouds and rotate things in people's faces, so they better be cool. I'm going to give you a score.
All right, go ahead. Meanwhile,
This
I'll just take a loo break.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'll take a loo break in yours. Everybody has already been asking because they see sucking me on this little pod system. That's the little Drift Star. The Drift Star from AIO Kits. And it's actually, it's not a disposable, it's a pod system, open pod system. And what the cool thing is about this thing, look at that.
Ooh,
Oh, that's
great.
beautiful. Can make it rain in that thing. So that's pretty cool, right?
I like it.
I like it, yeah. It's like very therapeutic when you watch it. There it goes again.
Yeah, see, I like my cool looking vapes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Where they stop Vapes go? He's
I'm here. I'm getting out of the sun, so you guys aren't blinded the whole time.
no, you missed this one. You missed
No,
this one.
I'm watching it the whole time. I didn't know if you could hear me. I was sitting there
no,
with my
you-
mouth dropped open. That is wild.
Oh yeah, it's very therapeutic for somebody with ADHD to just go and watch it all fall down. I can do this for hours.
Oh, so that's
Yeah.
just on the. Oh, okay. I thought it was like you had to remove something. That's just on the out. Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's like an outer layer in between. That's pretty wild. So yeah,
I
it's
used to
about
work
time-
I worked at a cell phone store for
let's
a
just
while.
dive down. There we go. Okay, I'm vaping on. I got more pod systems going on. I got here some the talking one, which
100% battery left.
will
Oh
tell you
my
how
God.
much. Yeah, that's a vape with Alexa in there. Like
25 watts. 0.6 ohm. 25
Oh, that-
watts.
That would drive me
she'll tell you.
nuts.
Yeah, she will tell you everything. A really good flavor. I got some Nick Salt in there. I think it's this one. It's from the Elf Bar of the Lost Mary liquid.
Mary Lick.
Pink lemonade. Also on the X Cross Pro, which looks like it is fucking pregnant because the shape is really odd. But I like the screen on it. It's like transparent here. It's flickering here on the cam though. But yeah, it completely disappears after a little while. That's a really cool screen. See, you don't see the screen. So that's pretty cool done. I'm also vaping on the Anakin Zion. Let me zoom in a little bit. There we go.
Very
With some
nice.
mix on in there as well. This pretty flavorful device. Actually, it uses
Ryan
the
is
same
taking a
coil
break.
as the Chroma Nova, but in the
I'm turning
Zion,
my
it
car. I'll
does
be right
better.
back.
Okay.
And I'm also on my Cross one with the MTL setup with a nice battery wrap there, blowing bubbles. And I'm vaping on the Sturdy Iceberg edition with some dot mod liquid in there. There we go, some double apple. Also, I've got some side-by-side action right here. Got two of the GT Mod Studios. One with this is the K Fun Pro No, not K-Fun Pro. It's the Typhoon GTS4 with the X-Soon. I'm still hangover from yesterday. And the GT Mod Studio T1 Aluminium with the Precision GT. Really like these setups. It's a little bit high-end. I love it. And also on the Blaze AIO with the Blaze Bridge. Blazing here. Blazing. Actually, my wife is vaping on this one with some Heisenberg in there. Yeah, this is the Wasp RDA Pro and the M200 by Last Vape. And I'm still testing the Hurricane EX with the sub-ohm tank, which I really like the looks of. But the only downside is the tank is wider than the mod. So if this tips over like that, the first thing it will hit is the fucking glass. So I don't really like that about that mod. And yeah, let's go into something more cloudy then. The Headland 230 with the updated G-Heat chip. And the Ragnar from Steamcrave on top. Really cloudy. I like it. And on the Hammer of God 400 with the Valkyrie XL on there and running it at 160 watts. Also on the top tattoo on the Odin with still, yeah, there's still something in this bottle. Some super soda. Apple raspberry fizz. Loving that juice. Yummy. And on the QP Design Prey and Juggernaut V2 with some delicious liquids in there. Really nice. And on last but not least, I'm on the Artem. I really love this one. It's so beautiful, MacMod with some with the Fat Rabbit 2 RT on top and some lemon tart. Yummy by Licious from Australia. Really good setups there. So I'm passing it on to Eric. Oh, what's happening here? Trying to pull you in.
All righty. Well, that's going to be a tough one to follow. Wow, Vic. Got all kinds of stuff there, man. All right. Well, now I have been still vaping on my good old go-to, the old V Cup, the MX 1200, which these are ones that I've been working with these guys for a long time. Just a little 1200 puff, 3% disposable, really smooth liquid. These I like because they're so small. They don't last real long. Really, for me, they're supposed to be about 1200 puffs. For me, it's about a 1 day vape. But anyways, that's just kind of my fallback vape. And now this is the guy that I've been honking on for a while. I think I did the review on this one around a week or so ago. It's the one I mentioned earlier, the Foggit. Now this is the first. This was the first 20,000 puff disposable that I saw in stores. Although to me, this thing is again just identical to the 15,000 puff Geek Bar, from what I can tell. Just looks like it's the exact same battery enclosure and everything. And I believe it's, I can look. I'm not sure if it is the same, contains the same amount of juice or not. As the, I'm not sure, but to me, it just looks identical. And of course, the screen now, mine's down, yeah, 17%. Something I noticed about this one was that I didn't really notice on the Geek Bars, and Ryan, I'll see what you think. And when I got to about 50, now I was just running this. It's got 3 different modes to where you can run it. Well, actually, 2 modes. One is just a lock, and then regular mode, and then the pulse mode. Now I was just running mine in regular mode, and then when it got to about 50%, it started tasting nasty. It started tasting kind of burnt, and I wasn't getting much much output. So I had to kick it up into the pulse mode, and then it kind of did away with that. But then it started burning through the fluid a lot faster. Like I'm on 17%, and I've had the thing for like a week or so. I don't think it's going to last. Like for me, it's usually about 1,000 puffs worth a day. So this should have lasted about 20 days. Here we are about a week in. It says 17%. So it's not going to hold true to those numbers. But I didn't think it would. It seems as they go with the bigger capacity vapes, to me, you get less and less of what you would what they say. You know, if it says 1,000 puffs, I feel like I get 1,000 puffs. 5,000 puffs, nah, not so much. 10,000 puffs, even more, not so much. And you know, as it goes. But that's the one that I've been honking on so far on the nicotine side of things. And so moving on to the THC side of things. This is one that I picked up, a brand that I had never heard of before. Faded. So you guys can see this one is it's a Delta 8 vape, but essentially most of these mostly contain Delta 8, but then have smaller amounts of different cannabinoids. Like this one says premium or platinum blend THCA. And then the biggest thing on this one is that it's an 8.8 milliliter, which is the biggest one that I've seen so far.
You gonna
Because
hit
these
it now?
things.
Hit it now. Come on.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I like
Where
my
is it?
pretty boxes.
Yeah, hit it now. Want to see you hit it.
Here we go. Oh, here's our device. So really, really simple looking thing. When I got it out, I'm like, what the heck is this? Because it's just a black box with one button on it, and a charging port. Does not look fancy whatsoever. I mean, and it's even kind of hard. It's this tiny little button here. And then you've got
Hit
the
it.
display. You can adjust the voltage, although I haven't tried yet. It's got to
Come on,
be
hit it. Hit it.
something with. Oh well, of course. I hate it when they put the button. Why do they put the button on the side of these things? I don't get it. Why this makes sense? This I am I just holding it wrong? I don't understand. So, anyways,
That
6 second puff. Come on,
that's
6 second puff.
rubbish. Like you press the button from sidewise.
yeah, it's on the side. You have to gotta do that crap. So, but now the thing with this one is it doesn't give you a whole lot of output, but it doesn't get clogged. These things normally just clog like crazy. But this thing, like if you're the type of person that likes to do blinkers, this would be a good vape because you can. This is one that you can do that direct to lung hit in just if you want to go for that blinker. This is one that will actually do that all the way through, while a lot of them won't. Now that's not the way that they're meant to be hit. That's not the way I use them, but I know a lot of people like to. So if you want to do the all day long, this is one you can do that on. So if you're looking to get, this will do it. Although it's not a super strong liquid though. That's one thing you almost kind of got to hit it a lot for it to work. While a lot of the more popular name brand ones, you can hit them just a few times and it'll do the trick. While this one, I'm noticing I got a tank on this one for a while for it to really do a whole lot. But I use this stuff a lot, so I've got the tolerance that goes along with that. So a beginner, this thing might last. I can't imagine how long 8.8 milliliters of this stuff would have lasted me when I first started doing this. When I had zero tolerance, that would have lasted me for months. So this is one that I think is more for people like me that have a higher tolerance and need to use a bit more of it. Because they're not super expensive. This thing's about the same price, maybe a little bit more than just like one that's 2 milliliters, and you're getting 4 times that here. So
You're doing like
that's
a
another
mini
thing.
review there, Eric. You're doing like mini reviews.
Yeah. So well, yeah, I'm going into it, but yeah, I'm babbling. I hit it a couple times, so it's working
It's
on
my
me.
fault.
And what else? What else you have, Eric?
So,
What else
but
do you
that's
have?
pretty much it, guys. That's I've got some gummies Now these are ones from a brand that I found. Actually, I found these I think at the same store. These are some exotic blend. Now these
Ooh.
again, these gummies are just advertising more and more uh, milligrams. The more time goes. This says this whole bottle is 15,000 milligrams. They're supposed to be 1,000 milligrams a piece.
Ian,
Um, Sir,
Ian,
no, no, I got stuff to do. It's still morning here, Mick. I got stuff I got to
okay,
do
if you don't
today.
eat them, snort them.
So, but I have been eating them, and they're relatively strong. Although the buzz on these was weird, like it, it was
Gentle
strange. It
with
kind of had like
Holland.
it kind of had like this odd after effect, like the next morning, to where I was really dizzy. And I hadn't really gotten that with any other gummies. It was just kind of strange. It was almost kind of like a gummy hangover of sorts. So I don't know. Wasn't a big fan of these flying horse or whatever they are. So but other than that, I did do a review on some drinks that a company sent me. This is empty. Unfortunately, I drank it for the review. But these. This is something that is starting to catch on over here. If I can hold it straight up, some of these THC drinks. I don't know if you've seen these where you're at laced up, but this has got 5 milligrams of Delta 9 THC in it, and it's essentially just a pre-mixed cocktail. They sent me a margarita, a spritz, and this old fashioned. So I think it's cool because it's just an alternative to beer. I'm not seeing them in any bars or even any stores. I've not really even any vape shops yet. I've just had some sent to me. So, but and they do work relatively well, even for me having a little bit of a tolerance. One of these I could certainly feel it, and I think if you had a few of them, you know, it would be it'd be a good alternative to having a white claw or whatever we normally would. So
We got
so
somebody from somebody's channel from Poland.
okay.
Yeah, some seer goat or something here. This guy. I don't English. I'm Poland.
Poland.
Dzień
I had
dobry, dzień dobry, jak się, to ci tam lubisz?
All right.
I speak a
I
little
had a
bit
vape a
Polish.
while back that was
L-
that's where they
l-
make
l-
the Bugatti
where
vape.
is
Is
Ryan? He
Poland.
went
Yeah,
out.
Ryan dropped out. He'll pop back in, I guess.
Ah. Oh, and
Okay,
also you know it.
Prime.
Yeah, we got Prime.
You got Prime, boy.
So
So,
I haven't released it yet, but I did a little video on this. I had to Bang did. So I saw this when I was at the store the other day. As I
The
was in the
green one is
checkout,
not
it
that
was there.
bad, though.
Yeah, well, it's weird, man. It's thick.
It's not
It,
worth the hype for sure. It's the marketing genius of Logan Paul and KSI.
What, the
I think
Prime?
it's I
Yeah,
think it's
yeah.
that
Prime,
coconut
yeah.
stuff in
I
it that
love it.
there's something thick. It's syrupy. It's strange. It like I wouldn't be like imagine myself like playing a basketball game then just
It's
wanting to
it's
chug
a
this.
electrolyte, so it
Is
has
that
got
what it
sugar.
is?
It has got no. It has got salt and micronutrients. So I didn't find it that thick, but I don't know.
Yeah, I like it's
Yeah.
really popular here. Every
All right,
grocery store has it. It's sold out. It's Sam's Club and Costco, all the big places. I mean, it's he's doing really well with that. But if you don't like sweet stuff, fuck. That
all
thing
It's
right.
is
just
sad.
So
That thing's
let's do
sweet.
it. My turn. I'm
yeah,
going to
they
go
passed it
real
on
quick
to
here.
Pangolier. Yeah.
Yeah. So I have this was sent to me by Eric. Juicehead, blueberry lemon, and I'm trying it on my limited edition Oxbar Slim Pro. And quickly. All right. And I have got my Lux Q2, and I'm trying this green grape and green apple from Tokyo. This is green grape and green apple freeze. Everything is freeze for them. Okay. I on my Sani IO, I have got Donut King's raspberry scone. This one is really good. And the special one, my favorite pod kit of all time is Caliburn. And
Yeah.
Caliburn released disposable series, not one. I saw their disposable line and I was awestruck the kind of design they have come up with. I have got my hands on the first one, which is Caliburn Bar 6000. Okay, this is the packet, and these looks exactly like Coco Prime. Okay, these are
Yeah.
6000 puff.
Oh,
Oh,
they're disposables.
nice.
Yeah.
They are
Yeah, the
disposables. Coco
disposable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prime. Yeah,
I've seen those.
like I'll show you the design. Like you see, this is a pod kit from Caliburn
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
GK3, and they have come up with they are the pod kit kings, you can say, and they have come up with this. So I have got this strawberry banana and blue raz eyes. I just dropped the video yesterday, and these are good. So that's it. That's
Nice.
it.
You
Nice.
got nothing
Okay.
more?
I'll just come back. No, that's it. I'll come back.
No, I mean
That's
it
it.
seems like here in the States that it's you rarely see people walking around with refillable stuff anymore. It just seems to
No.
be all disposables everywhere. And honestly, I would almost say this. It would honestly be weird for me to see someone outside puffing on a huge system. Like that, I would be like, whoa, you're still doing that? Like to me, that's like
Like,
it's
what's going on with this guy?
no, not at all. I haven't seen someone walking around with something like maybe once a month. I'll see someone walking around with that. But
Yeah.
everywhere you go, people have like you said, Elf bars are popular there. I don't even go into a store and see an Elf bar popping out its head anywhere on the shelf. It's just
Yeah,
nowhere to be
actually,
found.
See,
States
me,
has
it's
got so much variety of disposables, and the mindset of the people, they don't want to waste time in wicking and changing coils
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
pods and all
yeah,
that. So they
this
want
is
to
all I
grab their
see
shit, take
everywhere.
puff once.
yeah,
Yeah, once it's
This
done, they
is
throw it. Yeah.
yeah.
everyone around here uses these. And like when you
Yeah,
go
it's so
into a
fun stuff.
shop, and I
And by the
don't
way,
think
these
Mr.
these
Frog's that
things
good.
hits really well. It's like proper MTL. It's
I'll get
not
that.
like those.
I'll get one of those today. There's 3 or 4 of them I can get. I'll pick those up and see what it's like.
These are proper MTL. Like if you love MTL, this is MTL.
Oh, MTL. I always say teeth to longer. I say I don't. I know what a lot of these words are. I just don't. I when I'm talking so fast, I can't remember MTL. I don't. I'm like teeth to long. If you want that bitch to go down the pipes and right back out, that's the one it is for you.
So let me simplify. It's like taking a drag from a
Yes,
cigarette.
sir.
So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's tight. Yeah, that's it. That's it. So we had a brilliant show. I mean, Ryan is a fun man. So
Yeah.
I
Thanks for
made the
having
right
me.
choice. Absolutely.
Yeah,
And
I'll definitely. I'll definitely.
we
Can I
were
ask you guys a couple questions real quick? Like
yeah,
just a
yeah,
couple
Yeah,
more.
sure,
All
sure.
go
right.
Go
ahead.
ahead.
So my thing is so when it comes to you guys, because I know you guys have been doing this longer than I have. When it
How
comes
long are you
to,
doing it?
I've only been doing it for like 8 months.
Okay, I'm about a
Okay.
year or a little bit longer.
A
Yeah.
year,
Yeah,
okay.
so
So when it comes to it, what is the direction that you see yourself going? Do you see yourself continuously staying in the same? Do you see yourself kind of diverting and going into reviewing other things as well too? Because Eric, I see you're doing drinks and you're doing that stuff. That is kind of appealing to me as well too. Like this, just doing a like one of these things, that's very different for me. I don't do that stuff. I've had companies offer to send me these things and I'll turn it down. So do you see you guys like maybe venturing out to try and review other things, or are you pretty much in your category?
okay, so that can be answered two ways. If you are a vape channel, whether you are going to review something else, like let's say a drink
Yeah,
or a device or a machine or a tripod or some or a camera,
yeah, yeah,
or if you are a vape channel, whether your niche is disposable and you want to keep doing disposables, I
yeah,
think if you are a vape channel, you should review everything.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
whether it is disposable spot kits and everything,
Correct.
you
Yeah.
should try everything. That is when you will attract people
Yep.
from all around the globe,
That's
because
what I think too.
disposable is really high in Asia and United States, but in Europe and those part of the world, Subhome thing, Boros and AIOs are really hot. So if you
Yeah,
want to get
that's what I think.
subscribers from all around the world, you have to do everything. Now, if you're talking about, can I do reviews of other stuff rather than vaping in my vape channel. Yeah, it's my channel. I can do anything I want to.
Right.
You reviewed Prime.
Yeah, I
How's it?
reviewed Prime. I forgot. I reviewed Prime.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, because I have a secondary channel. I was whispering sweet haikus in an ASMR channel that I created about a couple months ago because I just kind of find it. I watch ASMR. I weirdly enough, I just like to get whispered to sleep or just
Okay,
told like
just
soothing
for a
things in my
minute, I
ear.
would just for a minute. I need to cut you guys off.
Do your thing.
I have to leave the show today midway because I've got a son
fine.
and a daughter. So
You're
one
okay.
is
Me
4
too.
years, one is 1.5 years.
You're
So
good.
my wife is going nuts now.
right.
So
Okay, rightfully so. Well, we
family
can pick it
comes
back up
first.
another time.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Anyways,
we'll
Ryan,
continue
I
without
talked to
you,
you in
Ben. We'll continue without
Instagram.
you
We
for a
are
little
in
while.
Insta.
Yeah, just let me know, and I'll be happy to join you guys another time.
Absolutely, Ryan. All right. So
Have a few
thank you
pop in
so
and
much,
you
Ryan,
show
for
up.
coming in
It's
and
always on the same
answering
time.
my
Yeah.
request. All right.
Absolutely,
God
man. I
bless,
appreciate you
Ryan.
guys for having me.
And everyone in the chat, I love you. We all love you. All right. Take a look at Lesta Vapes. He does some really good shit videos with disposables. He has got brilliant things, and he's funny too. All right. And obviously, support us, support all of us, whoever is doing vaping content, and show YouTube. Don't suppress us. All right. All right.
Nice. All right. Cheers, my guys.
All
All
right.
See you
right.
later,
Take care.
gang.
God bless.
We'll
Bye
continue.
bye.
Ciao.
Lovely show. Lovely show.
Oh, you went out.
All right.
So
Oh.
you were supposed to go out.
Oh, I thought maybe he.
Now all right, so let's end the show. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Because he went off. All right. So that's it, guys. It was a mad show. You saw Bangali Vape Adda, you saw Eric Bedwell, you saw Vaping Bic, you saw Laced Up Vapes, you saw Captain America, you saw Hulk, you saw Batman,
I saw
you saw
Batman.
everyone. All right. God bless.
Smash.
Take care. We'll see you
Thank
next
you all.
week.
Play your bumper.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you, everybody, for joining. And everybody, thank you in the replay, of course. We'll hit the outro.